What up, people? Base Logic. Now, a couple different people sent me the same clip asking me to show it on the channel, so I'm going to do that. But the question that gets posed by videos like this is, what is going to be the actual breaking point of the white liberal in America? Because it seems like they'll do fucking anything, and they have no humility. They give no fucks. Now, in this video, we're about to see a pastor pull a dude out of the audience and apparently wash his feet because slavery. Let's check out the video.
I'm going to ask this young man. I need a young black man.
Of course you do.
Would you come up here on stage? There's a reason I want a young black man up here, because he represents some things that I'm going to talk to you about in just a moment. And so, why don't you take a seat right there? And if you wouldn't mind just taking your shoes off and your socks too, thank you. And then I'm going to wash your feet. Now, let me say something before I wash his feet, because this is important.
You heard how he just slipped that in real quick and nonchalant? I'm going to wash your feet.
If you wouldn't mind just taking your shoes off and your socks too, thank you. And then I'm going to wash your feet. Now, let me say something before I wash his feet, because this is important. This young man doesn't just represent black America.
Look at him.
This young man represents all minorities for this moment right here. What most people don't realize about my race is my race has a hard time getting what's wrong in America. We have a challenge. The great slogan that was spoken at the beginning of this presidential race that got a person elected was, we're going to make America great again. Going to make America great again. When I first heard that, and everybody cheered, yay, I looked at the crowd, and it was predominantly my race cheering for that statement. And I thought to myself, okay, if I'm going to be a Christian, I need to filter that statement through the lens of other races.
What the fuck type of a Christian is this guy? All right,
and I'm thinking to myself, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking to myself, okay, if I'm a black person, maybe a young black man in America, and I'm thinking through the lens, make America great again, I'm thinking, when was America great for you? When was there a season of time in the last 240-something years that America was great for you? And so, I think about it. In the beginning of our nation, 1700s, we brought a lot of people like this young man from Africa by the millions. In fact, history tells us that between 17 and 60 million, no one has the exact number, died in that transition. The greatest atrocity of one race in all of human history, way bigger than the Holocaust. And we all know about the Holocaust. But for some reason,
don't you
this
say
has
that?
never been really advertised too much, because my race, we don't want to feel guilty. And I'm not saying you should feel guilty, because you didn't do that, but your race did. Then after we had Africans as our slaves, African come to our country and become our slaves, then we also have to live with the fact that we also conquered Native Americans as well. We kind of huddled them over in the Midwest, took over their land. Then we went down to the south of America and we said, Mexicans, we're going to take some of your land from you as well. California, Arizona, New Mexico, used to be Mexico.
Used to be.
Who would think that Hispanic person? What was America great for Hispanic people?
Try accent one.
What was America great for Native Americans?
Try accent one.
What about Asians?
Try accent one.
When Pearl Harbor happened and we took 120,000 Japanese from their homes in California, put them in camps for 4 years because we suspected, even though they were citizens, that they might turn against our country. Was that great?
Yeah. Shit happens, though.
The only people that could honestly say maybe America was great would be me, my race. It was great for us. We had a lot of folks like this young man and other people serving us for the last couple hundred years. Now, Now, over the last few years, some of those people are rising up, and they've had enough. And movements are starting, and different things are happening in our nation that are saying, hey, we matter too. We aren't the majority, but we matter too. And people like us are getting scared. We're getting fearful. Man, this nation is not like it used to be. Are we filtering that through the eyes of Jesus? Or are we filtering that through the eyes of our race?
Get to the washing,
what Jesus
nigga.
would do in the middle of all this is he would take a person
You
like
sold me. Yeah, white boy, you sold me. I need my feet
in general
washed with
terms
this
would
boy.
normally be
Where's your woman?
connected together.
I need her to do it.
A young black man and an old white man.
Your fantasy, ain't it?
We probably don't have a lot of things in common. The way we grew up.
This
the
nigga's a
society we
freak.
live in.
I done figured it
I don't get in my
out.
car and
He's a
worry
freak.
about
Look at
a
him.
young black man,
Look.
a person like
Look at his eyes. He's a
maybe
freak.
in general terms wouldn't normally be connected together. A young black man and an old white man.
He's a freak.
We probably don't have a lot of things in common. The way we grew up, the society we live in. I don't get in my car and worry about a cop pulling me over. I don't worry about being treated unjustly in society like you do. I don't grow up with fear.
How the fuck you know it?
I don't worry about inequality for my race. I don't have those concerns,
Because you're a fucking bigot.
but I have them for you. And I care about you. And when I got born again, God did something in my heart towards people like you. And I started thinking, you know,
Oh, shit.
I can't heal.
Oh, shit. The truth comes out. Oh, shit. He say when he was born again, God did something in his heart about his feelings towards people like him. Let me find out. This is a Mark Wahlberg situation. I used to beat up niggas back in the day, but now I'm saved and I love y'all. Holy shit, that's what it is. This nigga used to be in the Klan. He just told it. He used to be in the Klan. And he got saved, and now he want to wash nigga feet. I get it.
This nation,
I get
I'm
it.
not a healer. Jesus is the healer. The greatness of a nation is never based on a race or the accomplishments of a race. The greatness of a nation is based on whether or not it's submitted to God. We're not great because of our prosperity. We're not great because we won wars. We're great only if God is in our lives and ruling over us. And we become a nation where God's no longer ruling over us. And that's why we're so angry at each other. And we're fighting with one another, and we're in division over each other. And I can't see our government healing that. I can't see any president healing that. I can't see any leader healing that in society other than Jesus. And that has to start with us in the church. So, Jesus would take one of the disciples and he would wash their feet. He would pour water over their feet because the feet represented the dirtiest part of their body, the lowest part. And he'd say, you don't have to wash the whole body, just wash the feet. It's the hardest part to put your hands on. Who in their right mind would want to wash somebody else's feet?
Except a freak.
Yet Jesus did that. And he said, you see how I'm doing this? You see how I'm putting my hands on your feet? What I'm saying by that is I'm trying to get you to see something. You're valuable to me. I'm not superior to you. You are just as valuable as I am. I know society hasn't told you that, and I know circumstances in life haven't told you that, and I know history hasn't told you that, but God says that about you. And you deserve the right as a young black man to grow up without fear. You don't...
And with clean feet.
You don't need to be growing up with wondering whether or not you're accepted by another society. God accepts you. He's the great equalizer. When he came to the cross, he came to equalize everybody, to take slaves and make them equal to the free, and make the woman and the man equal, and make the poor and the white equal.
Look, we're going to pause this right here. And let's, I don't know, dog. I don't know who I'm more upset with. The ex-Klan member for washing this dude's feet, or that nigga sitting there letting his feet get washed by this freaky preacher. Like, what the fuck's going on with you, homie? How you gonna go back around the way? You just did this. What are you doing? You letting this nigga caress your feet in a pail of lukewarm water, talking about you what? You used to be a slave? Hey man, look. The way these white liberals think that black people just pity worthy. It's like they just want to rub you on your back, pat you on your back, rub your feet. Go in your pockets. Why don't you break off some cheddar? Fuck all this feet rubbing. This is some wild shit, man. But this is what you get when you deal with white liberals. It ain't gonna stop. Not in my opinion. So, take it for what it's worth. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.